I'm Sarah Raney. I'm a Hollings intern here at the Milford lab in Connecticut, and I'm double majoring in marine science and environmental studies at Eckerd College. And my project here is studying the effects of ocean acidification on the feeding rates of the eastern oyster, one of which I have here. And so the way I'm doing that is I'm collecting their feces and pseudofeces in a biodeposition experiment to get a comparison of their feeding rates. Pseudofeces are food molecules that the oyster begins to take in but ultimately rejects, and feces are digested food particles. And the goal of this falls under the NOAA goal of climate adaptation and mitigation, so I'm looking to see how the eastern oyster is adapting to different CO2 conditions. So I have a high treatment here and a low CO2 treatment here, and so I'll compare the two to see if there is any difference in feeding rates. And I've learned a lot during my time here at the lab so far. I've been here for 4 weeks now, and I've been looking at different methods to use for this experiment. There are a variety of different ways I could figure out feeding rates of these organisms, and we ultimately decided to do the biodeposition experiment. So I've learned a lot of how real science happens, in that you don't just come in with one project goal in mind and it all works out. There's always changes that happen and you have to adapt to that, just like these oysters are adapting to different CO2 conditions. And I've learned to use all sorts of cool instruments that I hadn't used before, like the DIC analyzer upstairs. It's dissolved inorganic carbon, which I use to monitor the carbonate chemistry of these buckets here containing the oysters. I've learned to use the flow cytometer, which I use to do cell counts to monitor what the food availability is in these buckets. And I've also learned how to formulate my own experimental design and lay all of that out and actually run through the experiment. So I've been really enjoying my time here at the Milford lab, and I'm looking forward to actually running my experiment next week.